And there's a lot of excited basketball. You look at Detroit. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
And right now for the Pistons, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something.
And for Los Angeles, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with MP, and it's Hayes in at the 5. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Now, here's Cunningham. Doncic grabs the miss. And now we've got some time to check in from the...
...to a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks, David. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. Fires from deep. Second chance shot. Knocks it loose. Vanderbilt with the steal. Now here's Hayes. Lakers working the ball around now. Cooper the pass to Hayes. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Harris. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Over to the wing. And here is Doncic. Last time 14 points for him. MP, no good. Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. LeBron against Thompson. Bounce pass from Cunningham. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Clock at 6. From 10 feet out, that one wide left.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
To the middle. It's stolen by Duren. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. It's a tie ball game.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
The drive by MP. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. You look at MP, well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come.
It doesn't take much room. Ivy saw some daylight and just took off.
Here's MP. And the basket is good. MP's got 7 points in the game.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Ivy. Rebound the Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
MP with a screen on Thompson. MP outside. Pass to Hayes. Good, in the assist goes to MP.
Great instincts from MP. He's shown great potential as a passer in his young career.
Here's Ivy. Drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Suns. Cooper with the bucket. And it's 9 points for MP.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The Pistons trailing. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Ivy. Off target from three-point range. Lakers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. MB is number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
And the Pistons making a change here. Beasley's checked in. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons, trailing by 5. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Duren sets the screen for Harris. Shot clock at 5. Knocks down the 10-footer. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here's Doncic. He has yet to score. A 3 from MP. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 3. Here's the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's James. And here's MP for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Lakers. Detroit's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Duren. Harris outside. A rebound by the Lakers.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Kicks it out to MP. He's with it. The 3 from MP. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 6. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Ausar Thompson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Holland in at the 5 spot. Now here's Schroeder following the miss by MP. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. The Lakers shooting well, 50% from the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Ausar Thompson.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He ended the game with 68 points, and that was his highest output of the season. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And here is Los Angeles now, after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Back to MP. They get it back. Pass to Reeves. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Pistons trailed by 4. Schroeder passes to Thompson. Here's Holland, covered by Hayes. Hollins kicks to Hardaway. The 19-foot shot. The rebound by Cooper. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Reeves outside. MP with a screen on Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Back to MP. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Schroeder against Cooper. Thompson outside. Hardaway passes to Schroeder. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
A 3 from MP. Rebounded by Hardaway. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Holland from outside the arc. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's Connect. Guarded by Hardaway. Beasley against MP. Another miss by MP.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Hardaway, no good. Lakers lead by 6. MP outside. MP going in strong. Reeves the pass to MP. Shoots the 3. Trains the three-pointer. MP's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Goodwin's checked in for Connect. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Harris passes to Cunningham. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free. And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Here's Cunningham after the basket by the Lakers. Lets it go from 14. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Cunningham's got 5 now.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Lakers working the ball around now. MP against Cunningham. 5 on the clock, and the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by MP. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Holland, and Ivy subbed in for Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here is Cunningham. 32 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
Now, here's Duren. Shoots over Hachimura. Detroit, no good that time either. Goodwin with it. Beasley covering. Goodwin kicks to Doncic. The 3-ball from Doncic.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 11-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
The drive by MP. Harris against LeBron. Ivy, a screen on Doncic. It's deflected.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Beasley with a clean look. Connects from three-point range. Beasley's got 8 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The 3 from MP. Rebound, Detroit. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause.
After the basket by the Lakers. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Pistons making a change out tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here's Ivy. 5 points in the game. Thompson sets the pick for Ivy. Shoots over Doncic. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Takes the 3. Lakers with the rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Here's James. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pistons trail by 10. Now Ivy got a piece of it and stolen by MP. Pass to Hachimura. Back to MP. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Cunningham's shot is off.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
MP dishes to Goodwin. He's looking for MP and finds him. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pistons trail by 15. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The offensive rebound.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Vincent's checked in for the Lakers. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 8. Thompson outside. Harris looking it over. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Trying to get open is Thompson. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Cunningham.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
MP, no good. And so it's MP making things happen for the Lakers. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the Hack. Injuries are part of the game. We know that. You guys have endured some yourselves.
Well, that's going to happen in this league, Ernie, but...
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Lakers.
I've got to admit.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
And after a... Los Angeles making a switch here. MP's checked in. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Luka Doncic out there with Cooper, and it's Hayes in at the center. That's the Laker 5. Cooper, good, and the assist goes to Doncic. MP's got 28 points for the game.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Cunningham outside. Jacks up a 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on. Understanding the league better, how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Pistons trail by 11. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Now, here's Ivey. 5 points in the game. Harris misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, that's straight.
Down on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy two from Doncic.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes. Doncic against Ivey. Here's Cunningham. Gets himself open and drills it. Cunningham's got 17.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
On the wing, MP. Back to LeBron. Vanderbilt, a screen on Thompson. Here's Cooper. MP rattling the rim.
When MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that play off with the dunk.
Cunningham for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Our next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Lakers leading by 15. Doncic with it. Picked up by Thompson. It's stolen by Harris. Thompson in the posts. Working on James. Thompson misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Doncic outside. Cooper a screen on Harris. The three for Doncic. Good on the triple. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
Cunningham drives in. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Pass to Doncic. MP outside. Doncic with it. 8 points for him. 5 to shoot. And Hayes kicks to Vanderbilt. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well,